Hello everyone, you've tuned into Business Today and I'm Aakanksha. The cryptocurrency markets have crashed. Bitcoin was trading below $30,000 this morning. Other top tokens like Ethereum, Solana, Doge have also crashed. We have with us Kashif Raza, crypto influencer and founder of Bitnning, who will shed light on what has caused this crash and what is the way forward. So thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us. So let's just
Thank,
dive into the questions.
thank you, Akanksha, for
Why?
calling me.
Okay, sir. So why are the crypto markets crashing?
Okay, so thank you for calling me, Akanksha. So there is not just one reason. So there are a couple of reasons because of which the crypto market is crashing. So to begin with, the first reason to begin with is that that what happened that during COVID era, most of the countries they when they came up for us for solving that problem. When the entire economies were shut down, most of the countries they took an option of printing more money to support their economies, to support their citizens. Like in a country like US, where they were giving $2,000 to every citizen. Like in Canada and every other places, they were issuing money and depositing money in their citizens' account, and they were supporting economy. So basically, they were printing money. So at that very moment, there was a huge liquidity. The liquidity increased in the market and people were actually getting free money. At the moment they were getting free money, they were demanding for more things in the market, and because of that the inflation was expected to rise. And now exactly that we saw that in US there was this inflation rate of more than 7 to 7.5%, and that was actually scary, keeping in mind the standards of US. And not just US, Argentina 50%, every other place inflation is rising. And also because of this Russia Ukraine fight as well, we are seeing there is a rise in the petrol prices and the inflation is increasing at a very fast pace. Now the US is worried, and because of that, the central bank, the Fed in US, has decided to increase the rates. Right, when they say that they are about to increase the rates, what happens that the liquidity gets out of the market. Right, so because it'll be costlier now for the commercial banks and for the consumer to take a loan, because now it'll be more costlier to take a loan. So liquidity goes out of the market. So what has happened that the moment liquidity has gone out of the market, the financial institutions now they can sense that okay, now the stocks are going to go down, right? The profitability of the companies are going to go down. There are going to be more, people are going to be chucked out of their, of their offices, right? There is going to be mass layoff as well. So all these feelings have actually taken the stock markets down, and the moment stock market is going down, that has a rippling effect on crypto as well, because the financial institutions are the same. They are also invested in stocks and crypto as well. That's the reason we are seeing that these two markets are highly correlated. As the Nasdaq has gone down, stock markets has gone down, tech stocks have gone down in US. Similarly, crypto market has also fallen down and it has taken a brunt. And these two markets are highly correlated. People say that these are not correlated. That will, I think, be a time in future when you see that today gold has a market cap of 11 trillion US dollar. Gold is inversely proportional to the stock market. And similarly, we'll see in future when the crypto market will grow in size, we'll see that crypto market will alienate from itself from the stock market. But at this very moment, these are highly correlated.
Okay, sir. So from what you're saying, I've gathered from because of the geopolitical tensions, the pandemic, the inflation, all of this has caused the equity markets and the crypto markets to crash. So my next
Hmm.
question
Hmm.
for you is, will the markets recover and what can we expect in the near future?
Right. So, Kanksha, what is happening is, when you say that the markets will recover, the entire global sentiment is quite bearish right now, right? So, as I told you that, the Fed has increased rates, and in crypto market itself, other than Fed, there are instances that have taken place recently. Like to begin with, there is this latest, decentralized stable coin, algorithmic stable coin that was called USD. This what has also created a lot of panic, because Luna Foundation, they wanted to, back USD with Bitcoin, right? So they said, okay, fine. In case of eventualities, they want to make this stable coin a little more stable by having a backing of Bitcoin. So they bought Bitcoin worth 3.5 billion US dollar to back USD. Now, what was happening that the moment USD started falling down, the price came down, and on the same side, Luna also started crashing, because when UST falls down, so more Luna is minted, right? More, the supply of Luna gets increased. So when UST was going down, there was this perception in the market, there was this rumor in the market that now Luna Foundation might sell Bitcoin. So they have a 3.5 billion US dollar worth of Bitcoin at the back of USD. So there was this panic. But I say, how I look at things is that 3.5 billion US dollar was a very small amount. So people actually reacted a little more than that was required, because 3.5 billion US dollar sell off in Bitcoin doesn't mean anything. In fact, it's a very meager or small amount, but people reacted to it. And I think this that panic and overall which fed news. I think this entire panic, led to a difficult scenario at this very moment. How it will increase, when it will improve, I think the global sentiment right now is on a bearish side. It might take a little time. That is the reason that, as an investor, whenever you enter into this market, you need to have a very long term perspective.
Yes, so the UST depegging and the Fed rates increase in the rates is what has caused this. And I think what you're saying is that investors need to hold on. So talking about investors, so what should investors do? Like you're saying, there's a lot of panic selling that's happening in the markets. So should investors fall to this panic or should they hold for long term?
Akaksha, my honest opinion is that, whenever an investor is entering into the market, most of the projects other than Bitcoin are still experiments. You cannot say that all the projects other than Bitcoins have achieved what they wanted to achieve. Most of them are experiments. Most of them will get tested. At the end of the day, these are technologies. Akanksha, when the Web 2 was born, when the internet was born, there were 457 IPOs during that time. People actually, they were very excited about this new tech, about internet, and 457 companies they entered into this space. But after 2 years, only 76 were there, and today we see that out of the 457, only 4 to 5 exist till date. Now, what is happening in Web3 also? There are many projects that are only experiments. So, for any investor, first they need to realize that they do not need to invest their 100% money in only one project. And because all these projects are getting tested, Solana got tested, Polygon got tested, Luna got tested, Tron got tested, Ethereum got tested. All these will go through these hard times. Only Bitcoin is the one that has seen the test of time. The biggest test of Bitcoin was when China banned Bitcoin mining. So investors need to realize, and investors need to be very careful before they enter into the market. The substantial amount need to go into Bitcoin, and then those blue chips, the important projects that exist, they need to figure out and do their research before putting in their entire money. But if they are not sure about it, and if they do not have time, so the safest bet today is to enter only Bitcoin and Ethereum. Other than that, they should be very careful before entering into this market.
Okay, so these were some safe investments that you've listed out for potential investors. And like you said, that Bitcoin has been tried and tested, so has Ethereum. And other projects, people need to do their own research before entering that. So my last question to you would be that will this crash impact the growth of Web3 as well?
So, Kanksha, since this entire ecosystem is interrelated, right? So, suppose if Bitcoin goes down, right, the overall sentiment goes down. The overall sentiment is bearish. So, what happens that during these times, Web3 projects, the liquidity goes out of the market, right? And especially the new projects, that are planning to raise funds, they also find it very challenging, right? Because what is happening that today people don't want to sell Bitcoin at loss and then put in money somewhere else. People's money, they get stuck during this time. In bearish market, people, they just hold on to things. They don't want to take chances, they don't want to take risks. So obviously for a Web3 ecosystem, in terms of the liquidity, yes, it's a problem. But in terms of growth, people who are building in this space, they don't get bogged down by these scenarios, because they're anyways building. So good projects who have a long-term vision and who have a good technology or a good product, and if they're trying to solve something, they will continue to flourish. Just that this moment, at this very moment, people who are looking to raise funds, Web3 projects who are looking to raise funds, will definitely find it very challenging at this very moment.
Okay, sir. So from what I understand is you're saying that long-term projects which are, going to build for the future, they'll get tested in this time, and good projects are going to come out of this crash. So it was great interacting with you, sir. Thank you so much for taking out your time. I hope we keep interacting like this, and I hope that the market recovers soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.